time for the university to focus on technological features such as computing and telecom networks. Sometimes I find it hard to access the internet with my own laptop in the library because of the speed. You know, if each room features a high-speed network connection, it would be much better for us to study wherever we wanted. And who cares about the chairs and bookshelves? Nobody. Why does the university want to waste the money on things that are not important? It's okay with the wooden chairs. We're not going to stick around there for the whole day. Also, talking about the expansion, we already have plenty of space for students to study. I remember it was last year that the Student Center added more desks and chairs for the students. Wasn't it enough? Anyway, I don't think this is a good plan.
The man expresses his opinion.
Now, please listen to the question to this task, okay?
The man expresses his opinion of the announcement. State his opinion and explain the reasons he gives for holding that opinion. Please begin speaking after the beep.
Okay, guys, did you understand the question?
Not really.
Okay.
Can you replay, please?
Can
Okay.
you repeat, please?
Okay, do not worry.
This is a good plan.
The man
Pay attention, please.
expresses his opinion of the announcement. State his opinion and explain the reasons he gives for holding that opinion. Please begin speaking after the beep.
Now, Bear. Okay,
Yes, teacher.
now you will have 30 seconds to prepare your answer, okay? I'm gonna set the timer. Okay, now there it is. Here it is. Start, please. 30 seconds. Okay, time's up. Now I'm gonna go in order, okay? We are 5, so I think everybody can share the response. Maria Fernanda Duranchoque, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, please, your answer.
Okay. The university has decided to enlarge the library in order to have an space, an environment academic space. Moreover, they want to have a space for more desks and chairs. Nevertheless, the student doesn't advocate this idea due to the fact that he states that the teachers can be more technological and work through network connections, that it will be more efficient for the education. And moreover, he states that it's a waste of time, a waste of money, the expansion, since they already have an space for students.
Excellent job, excellent job. Any comments on your speaking? You follow the structure that I showed you at the beginning of the class. So that is how you are supposed to answer, okay, this kind of question. Maybe you can omit some details at the beginning from the reading, okay? You can only mention the main point. What is the main point of the reading? Okay, the university has decided to make some improvements to the library. That's it. That is the main idea, okay? So control that, and the rest was okay, okay?
Okay,
Ortega, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Please, your answer.
Okay.
According to the reading, the university is planning to enlarge the library in order to create the best environment for students. Because of this, the man disagrees with this statement because he says that the university should focus on technology and improve the network connection. Because and also he says that university has already a plenty space for students, and that that change would be a waste of money. And however, he says also that the students should be able to study wherever they are with their own computers, and that's why he disagrees with the lecture.
Excellent job. You did a pretty good job, but be careful with the use of some transitional words. However, you use the word however, but it was not coherent to use however in your speaking, okay?
Oh, okay.
Because you use however in order to make a contrast, to state an opposite opinion, but the opinion was the same, right? The man disagrees with this idea, and that is what you were supposed to talk about. If you use however, you have to use, okay, you can mention something like, okay, he disagrees, but however, he thinks that it is a good idea or something like this, but this is not the case. So be careful with the transitional words. A better option for this would be in addition, moreover, furthermore. You have to use that kind of transitional words, okay?
Okay.
The rest is perfect, excellent. You did it in a minute. You explained what the reading is about. You explain the position of the man. You explain the reasons, and you provide a brief conclusion. That is amazing, okay? So good job, Michaela.
Thanks, teacher.
Okay, now it is turn for Rodrigo. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please, your answer.
Okay. According to the TOEFL of the university, they plan to enlarge the library, providing the essentials for all the students, and in order to make make a better academic environment. The students against this announcement as the plan of the university because he plan says that they could improve Wi-Fi connectivity, and in this way they could study a little better from the computer. And also he told that in the student center they set desks and shelves, and with that is enough, and it wouldn't be necessary in the library.
Okay, I don't know what is happening with your connection. I don't know if only it's my problem, but I could hear everything, okay? I understood, but it's really difficult to hear you, Rodrigo, okay? That point from your connection, okay? Now, about your speaking, it is okay. Maybe you have to omit some details from the reading passage, okay? You have to mention only the main idea of the reading. What is the main idea of the reading, okay? University has decided to change or to make some improvements to the library. That's it. That is the main idea, okay? You can save some time by doing that, okay? So just mention the main idea of the reading and then proceeds to the reading, to the listening, okay? The rest is okay. You provide a position of the man, you provide the reasons, and that's it, okay? And you also provide a brief conclusion. That's good. Excellent, Rodrigo, okay? So be careful with that. At the beginning, explain only the main idea of what you read. Do not focus on details, just state the main idea, okay? Is it clear, Rodrigo?
Yes, it's fine, thank you.
Okay, now it is your turn, Sebastian, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Please, your answer.
Okay, so involving more than that, we can say that some university wants to enlarge the library to convert into a student center or also an information center. But also we have men who disagree that, because he says that he wants, or the university should be should improve the connection and not the materials of the university. Why? Because the men say also that the internet connection was so poor, and also they can improve it, the connections, the computers, because they need to investigate more. Moreover, also he said that other students took materials in the last year. So that's why if the university adds some materials, they will waste the money. And also we can have here that the man wants the connections. And I think is that my explain. I think I have to better my conclusion. No.
Okay. What is the word for mejorar in English? Improve,
Proof.
okay?
Yeah, I forget the
Or
word.
get
So,
better. Okay? Do not worry. Sometimes happens even to me, so do not worry. Improve or get better. Okay, yes.
yeah,
You got
that,
nervous because of the time. You did an amazing job, okay? You explain, you follow the structure, you provide answers, you provide reasons. At the end, you you run out of time, you got nervous, and that's why you couldn't provide your conclusion. But it is excellent. You
also we
can
can say, sorry, also in the final we can say in conclusions like that, and then give the conclusion.
Yes, in this case, you could have said something like this. Okay, as a conclusion, it is really obvious that the man disagrees with the decision because of the reasons I have already explained. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
That is a conclusion, you know. So be careful with that. But excellent job, Sebastian.
Yeah, thank you.
Maria Jose, are you there? Villalobos, Maria Jose.
Yes, I'm here.
Please, your answer.
Okay. So according to the announcement, the university has decided to expand the library. However, the guy disagrees with this idea because he believes that it will be better to improve the internet connection. Conscious about that, they have to make a lot of researches and the internet speed is really slow. As well, he argued with the idea that they don't need the space. Actually, nobody cares about the chairs and the tables. So yeah, that was the idea and the arguments about the guy.
Excellent organization of idea. You went to the point. You didn't explain so much. You had 24 extra seconds. Not sorry, 14 extra seconds to speak, but it is excellent. Why? You explained, you went straightly to the point, okay? That is the main idea of what do you have to do in this task. You have to explain what the reading pattern was about, if a person agrees or disagrees, why, and that's it. And a brief conclusion. And you did all of that, okay? So Maria Fernanda, excellent. Oh no, Maria Jose Villalobos, excellent job, okay? Any
Thank you.
comment on your speaking? Okay, guys, now. Guys, now is it clear how to answer this kind of question in the TOEFL test? Or maybe you have some doubts. Guys, I cannot hear you. Are you there?
I think it's clear, teacher.
Yeah, also it's
Yes,
clear.
teacher.
Okay, what about the rest? Okay, since everybody agrees, we can continue. We can work on another exercise, okay? Before we move to the speaking tree. Now, you'll be ready to read, okay? Let me see. Okay, guys, can you see?
Yes.
And I get it's flowing for me.
You can see it?
And now I can do.
Okay. Okay, so everybody can see it. Now, please, you have 50 seconds to read this passage, please. Okay, guys, time's up. Time for you to listen, okay?
Begin reading now.
Pay attention, please.
Now listen to students as they discuss the announcement. Did you read the new announcement?
Are you talking about the library renovation plan? Yeah, I was just reading the school newspaper. I'm glad to hear that the IT center is open 24 hours. And they also say we can talk quietly there.
Did you say quiet? Didn't you read the part that the floors would be completed with wood?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? I think the atmosphere would be warm.
Believe it or not, the wooden floors are really noisy. I once had a neighbor who built a house with wooden floors and it made all the neighbors crazy. Boy, it's such a distraction.
Yeah, you're right, especially if there are people wearing heavy shoes. That will surely exacerbate the problem.
And talking about the walls, whoever cares for the painted walls? How long do you think the brightness will last? The walls easily get dirty. I bet it's going to last for only a few months.
I guess you're right. Sometimes there are students who even make footprints on the wall.
It's just a waste of money. I think the university should use the money on other things.
Now, be ready to hear the question, okay? Pay attention.
The man expresses his opinion of the announcement. State his opinion and explain the reasons he gives for holding that opinion.
Okay, guys, now you have...
Teacher, I'm sorry. I think that my connection is a little bad. Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, do not worry, I will do it.
Waste of money. I think the university should use the money on other things.
Pay attention, please.
The man expresses his opinion of the announcement. State his opinion and explain the reasons he gives for holding that opinion.
Now, better?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, now we're gonna do this to the following, okay? Let me see. Okay, Micaela, please. Are you there?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Let me share the screen first. I'm gonna set the timer and prepare your answer, please, okay?
Okay.
30 seconds. Okay, time's up, please. It is time for you to speak.
Okay, according to the passage, the university is planning to equip the IT center with computers and more space, and also open the rooms 24 hours for the students to use them. According to this, the man says that he disagrees with this statement because he says that as the floors are not heavy, it will be noisy for the neighbors. And also the painted walls won't last because of some students will get them dirty. He says that this change is a waste of money and the university should do other things with that money.
Excellent job. Any comment on that? Okay, maybe you have to be more relaxed at the moment of speaking, and that's it. Okay, the ideas were there, so good job. Let's move on. Okay, I need a volunteer, please, apart from Micaela. Anyone who would like to share his or her answer? Okay, Sebastian, thank you. 30
Okay, so
seconds.
I will have my 30 seconds. Yeah, please.
Time for you to speak.
Okay, so well, first we have the university says that they will keep computers with the latest technology, but also they says that the structure of the university will changing. It will be better and they will be improved. We can start talk about the neighbors, the wooden, the walls, and all the things like that. Also, the man says that they are not in agree for that because they say that it's some different in IT centers. It's starting to, they will be open 24 hours. And that's some difference for they. That's something different for they. Also, they say that the university are wasting the money because the walls are not important. However, the girl said that some students says that the walls are so important because some students are concentrated better. Well, in conclusions, we have that the university may not waste the money and maybe can improve other things.
Excellent job. You got nervous, but you explained your point, okay? And you provide a brief conclusion as well, a point of view then, and excellent, good job, okay? You have to organize the ideas in that way. Good job, Sebastian. Control your time and relax, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Nervous at the end of your speaking. You have to fix that, okay? Control your nerves. You can do it. It is something that happens, but you can control them, okay? Okay, now, any other volunteer, please?
My teacher?
Okay, thank you. 30 seconds. Time's up. It's time to speak.
Okay. And the university has decided to renovate the library since they want to improve not only with the latest technology, but also with a more comfortable space. Nonetheless, the student doesn't agree with this idea since first he points out that this type of floor is inefficient since it's so noisy. Moreover, he also states that the painting walls won't last, therefore it's a waste of time and they can't use this money in order to improve another things.
Amazing job, excellent. Any comment on that? Good use of transitional words. You have learned a lot, I have to say that. What else? I like it, I really like it. Okay, so good job, excellent job.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, is there any other volunteer or we can move on to speaking 3? Anyone who would like to share the answer? The rest?
Okay, maybe I can try.
Okay, okay, please move on. 30 seconds. Time for you to speak.
Okay, so the announcement says that university has decided to change some stuff on the library, like the technology and the space. However, the man, despite of that, because he believes that changing the floor will make more noise and that will be bad for the neighbors and the students. Also, he believes that it will be to spend a lot of money in walls that will get dirty anyway. So he disagreed with this announcement.
Good job. You mentioned the ideas, you explain it briefly, you provide a brief conclusion. That's it, okay? That's the way you have to do it, guys. I hope everything is clear about this question, okay? So we can move to speaking 3, okay, guys? Give me just 1 second, please. And we will start with this. Okay, it is ready. Now, guys, what do you want? What do you have to do in question 3, okay? Or speaking 3. It is kind of the same of speaking 2, but with a difference, okay? The difference will be the topic. In question 2, you talk about real situations in a campus or in a university, right? Situations, okay? In speaking 3, you will have to speak about a topic, okay? An academic one. So you will have to read something about it. And after that, you will listen to a lecture provided by, I don't know, a professor or a professional in the area, right? And after that, you will hear a question. And based on that question, you are supposed to answer, okay? That is what you have to do. Technically in this kind of question. Okay, so the question, what would be the question? You can have this kind of questions as models, okay? You're going to encounter these kind of questions in this kind of, in this speaking, okay? In this exercise. Describe what is, how the professional example illustrates the idea. Describe how the example of the illustrates the concept of. Explain the concept of using the example of and given in the lecture. Using the examples from the lecture, explain the concept of. You just have to base your answer on that, okay? So, how can you answer this kind of question? You can use the following sample. For example, let's say you have to state the term or idea used in the reading, okay? What is this about? You have to explain. What is the reading about? You have to provide the main idea, the main topic. You can begin with something like this. According to the reading, and you mention the concept or the detail, okay? Transition. You have to make a sentence. The professor elaborates on this, or the professor explains, the professor states. You can use that kind of sentence in order to make a transition, right? So, first example. First, he explains, and you can explain the idea or the example. He says, you can explain some details as well. Finally, you have a second example. Secondly, he explains, he mentions. If there is just one example, omit the second example, okay? Be careful with the number of examples provided in the recording. So this is how you can organize your ideas in order to answer the best way possible, okay? With this task number 3. So you can take notes on that. You have to start this way, you have to continue this way, and you have to end your speaking by providing the number of examples required, okay? So you can follow this structure in order to answer the possible questions to this speaking task, okay, guys? Now we're going to practice. Are you ready? Or maybe you want some time to take notes on this.
Yeah, maybe a little time, please.
Okay. Okay, now I have some tricks for you to consider, okay? As one of you always does, you use transitional phrases like as a result, consequently, moreover, therefore, so that you can your speaking looks or sounds more convincing, okay, convincing. You can use those phrases. You have to spend at least 30 seconds to summarize the reading. That's it. Do not go, do not take more time to do that, okay? 30 seconds, 13 seconds, sorry, to summarize the reading. You have to use a mixture of simple, compound, and complex sentences if possible. It is not really necessary to complicate your life with really difficult structures, but you can use simple, compound, and complex sentences, okay? And paraphrase. Do you know what paraphrase means, right? To say what you have understood in your own words. So do not try to repeat what you read or what you hear. Paraphrase, use your own ideas. Try to make it simpler, okay, guys? That is the idea. Now, we're going to start. We're gonna, okay, this is forgetting. Okay, now, guys, can you see this?
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
Please, you have 1 minute to read this, okay? Please start. Okay, guys, time's up. Time for you to listen now. Give me 1 second, please. Now time for you to listen, okay? Pay attention, please.
Now listen to part of a lecture in a biology class.
Okay, class, today we'll be looking at one aspect of the ecosystems, cyclic population change. As time passes by, species increase or decrease their population due to many different situations that are around them. This phenomenon is rather interesting because the population of these species returns to its original condition after it finishes its cycle. Let me give you an example of this. Let's take a look at wolves and mice. In the beginning, there are numerous mice and only a few packs of wolves. So these wolves have plentiful food sources that can fill up their stomachs. Therefore, there is a significant increase in the number of wolves and a decrease in mice. However, as time passes, the decrease in mice causes problems for the wolves because there isn't enough food for them to eat. As a result, wolves slowly begin to die off, giving time for the mice to reproduce. So the whole process repeats itself again.
Using points and examples from the lecture, describe the changes among wolves and mice. Please begin speaking after the beep.
Okay, I'm gonna repeat the question for you, and 2 people is going to participate, okay? Let's start.
Examples from the lecture, describe the change.
Again.
Okay, please pay attention. This is a question.
Using points and examples from the lecture, describe the changes among wolves and mice. Please begin speaking after the beep.
Now that the question is here, let me see. Okay, Rodrigo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please, it is your turn to speak. I'm gonna set the timer, 30 seconds to get ready and start, okay? Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, please now start. 30 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, time's up. Please, your answer.
Okay. Well, as the person mentions, it talks about the environment and its cyclic change of population. And this is caused by various factors that are changing its cycle. According to the professor's lecture, she gives a very interesting example of what happens when 2 groups of wolves and mice are together. First, the wolves will eat all the mice, and then the mice will reproduce because the wolves are going to be starving. And this is the example she gives for explain how the cyclic population change after it finishes.
Okay, comment about your speaking, good organization of ideas. You mentioned, you followed the sample that I showed you. That's it. That's the way you have to answer. Maybe you have to be careful with some words, vocabulary words. Variety, you can use the word a variety of to express or to talk about a number of I don't know, a number of animals, a number of people, okay? A variety of, remember that. Another thing, you have to control the ideas in your mind, okay? Since it is a topic really difficult maybe to understand, it is comprehensible, but you have to make it simpler, okay? You provide with examples and technical words, that's it, okay? Pay attention to the keywords so that you can use them in your speaking, okay? Because this is a topic, an academic one, and sometimes there will be some technical words that we need to use in order to express an idea, okay? The rest was okay. The organization was perfect. You got good pronunciation as well. So control that, okay? The ideas, pay attention to keywords, and use them so that you can make your speaking better. Okay, Rodrigo?
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes, yes, it's clear. Thank you.
Okay. So thanks for participating. On Wednesday, we're gonna be practicing again with this and speaking 4 as well. So be ready, okay, guys? I hope everything is clear up to now about speaking 2 and speaking 3. That is what you have to do. That is the model you have to follow in order to answer this kind of questions. So you have to be ready. You have to be prepared to answer this kind of questions. Number 3 is kind of difficult since it involves academic topics. So my suggestion would be that you follow the example that or the model that I showed you before, and you pay attention to the keywords so that you can use them in your speaking, okay? Without them, it will be really difficult to provide an idea. So pay attention to keywords for all of you, okay, guys? Before you leave, guys, I would really appreciate you as complete this survey, this daily survey, and after that you can leave, okay? If there is any question, I am here to help. Thanks for attending and see you the next week.
Thank you, Mr. See you.
See you, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Thanks,
Bye.
teacher. Goodbye.
Bye. Have a nice weekend.